getting behind him. As he's going to have his hands full with number 4, Matt Ramos, who of course started this season number 1. Took a couple of tough losses, but man, this kid can flat out wrestle. He's as exciting as anyone in the country, David.
Yeah, I would expect Matt Ramos to get on the offense right now. I think he's going to be ready to go.
Underway here, 125 pounds in the black and gold of Purdue. That's Matt Ramos. And in the red and white of Lock Haven, that's Anthony Noto. Matt Ramos controlling center right now. He's got a really powerful double leg. Good in the upper body ties. Anthony Noto can wrestle from everywhere, but from the top position is where he is lethal. Wrist control there as they clear out of it. First 30 seconds of this match, no committed attacks at this point.
Ramos, we saw it last year when he wrestled Spencer Lee. He just, the confidence that he derived when he wrestled his first match with Spencer, which was just this firefight, insanity scoring situation where he ended up getting pinned, but he obviously left with a lot of confidence. And, we talked about in his interviews last year at the NCAA tournament where he just, in his mind, he knew he was going to win. And he wrestled that match with so much just his calm demeanor and just confidence. It was just nobody's wrestled Spencer like that. And then you come off of that, season, and then you come right into the Clarion Open, and you're like, man, what the heck just happened? I just lost a high school kid. Yeah. And now but what I really liked about that is he wrestled back for 3rd place. Like, nobody does that, right? Especially in an open tournament where you come from that high of just not too long ago to, a perceived low. And then now we're right back in the All-Star match, and he looks good. He looks good. He looks just like what I would expect him to look like coming out. He can score in so many situations. He's a little cautious so far, but it's not going to take much for him to get in a crazy scramble.
No question, as it's more of a feeling out process this first minute and a half. Of course, if you haven't watched any college wrestling, a huge, huge rule change. Takedowns not worth 2 anymore. That's going to be an adjustment for this Rec Hall crowd. They're going to have to be screaming 3, David.
It's insane. I was at Super 32, and they started the 3-point takedown down there, and I can't imagine how many times in my head I'm like, I got to say 3, I got to say 3. And then I said 2, and I'm like, I can't believe I just said that.
1 minute
It's so hard because we've done that for our whole lives, so there's no way this crowd's going to be saying 3.
53 seconds to go here, no score yet. And for Ramos, you're curious, is he going to test the waters and go underneath Anthony Noto? We may find out. A scoreless first period could force his hand here, depending on choice. Good club there from Anthony Noto, nothing yet. You see those level changes from Ramos. He likes to fire off a couple of those, get his opponent off balance, and then fire a really powerful double leg that we haven't seen at this point.
Scores at the end of period are huge, and I think now with a 3-point takedown, they have even bigger significance as the match goes on, because if you don't want to go down, you don't have to go down. But I still think you want to have confidence going down, especially now in this situation. If you're going to test, can I go down and get away from this guy? This is the place to test that.
And we will go scoreless into the second period.
After the first period, we are scoreless.
Flip goes up. And this could be red for Noto. He's going to go under.
Yeah, there was no hesitation. They were like, hey, we're going down right now. We're going.
Ramos covers. And we're underway. Looks to break that elbow down now. Scoops that ankle. Now following back behind around the waist, and Noto is away.
The big escape point.
1 point red.
This year also, they're kind of going back to more of a traditional stalling on top. I'm not a big fan of the rule changes. I don't like the idea of saying, hey, we're going to change the rules because we want more scoring.
Single leg for Ramos here. Needs to pop his head out. He's close to that too. A nice leg attack from Ramos. He's doubled off. That's going to be the takedown.
Now keep the Turk. So now as you climb up, you want to get in front of his knee. So Noto's doing a good job of keeping his knee and keeping him away. If you can get in front of that knee, now you're securing not only a takedown, but you're in a big back point situation.
And now looking head lever breakdown is Matt Ramos trying to flatten Noto. And Noto once again escapes 3-2. Now the score. 31 seconds of riding time for Ramos. And we'll see if he fires that single leg again, or if maybe Noto, now losing, feels like, hey, I got to get on my offense a little bit. There's a single leg, head inside shot for Anthony Noto. Maybe looking to come out the back door, attacking far ankles. Matt Ramos now coming out the back door is Noto. Staying on that far ankle is Ramos. What's he need to do to finish, David?
Noto's got to get height here. So get height and now start using his body as a little bit of a shield. Now you want to get his left arm through the legs and around the body, because now you don't necessarily need the takedown. You got to put him in danger. So here, doing a good job around the body. Now get your foot on the ground. Ramos doing a good job. So now Ramos could look to leg pass here, but gets his foot on the ground. Now think about doing a penetration step, like a knee over toe penetration step. Now Ramos in the position. What a scramble here.
What a flurry to end the second period. Noto was
And that's the end of the second period. The score 3-3.
And we'll head to the
Red
third 3-2 with about a 45-second scramble there, initiated from the Noto single leg.
Yeah, I mean, we see those scrambles all the time where we're leaving our trail leg behind. If you can just rotate your knee to the ceiling, keep your foot planted, and then drive your knee over toe like you're doing like a knee over toe penetration, like the very first day of wrestling practice. That way you drive weight on your opponent's head and you can start to get their lock, fight their lock, get your takedown. Both guys had an opportunity to get there. Both of them did a good job continuing scrambling. But if either one of them finished a little cleaner, they're going to execute that takedown probably.
We mentioned the top work of Anthony Noto. Ramos obviously respecting it, choosing to go neutral. And as you mentioned with the three-point takedown, he doesn't have to go under. He's got the lead right now. So now it's up to Noto to find his way to a point or two.
We haven't really seen a ton of offense from Noto so far. Ramos obviously had that. Both guys have really had one good leg attack. But here, a minute, 20 seconds left. See, this is an important thing. I think when you're losing, you got to go, and you got to go now. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. You're running out of opportunities. You want to give yourself a couple. You got 2 minutes. You want 3 or 4 or 5 leg attack opportunities. If you're just letting yourself have one shot and you don't finish, that's it. Now you're waiting until next year, and it's just, it's a tough thing. But you got a minute left. Let's see what kind of offense you can create.
Level change from Noto, trying to create an opening.
Nice shot.
Same swing single, couldn't get connection this time. 48 seconds to go. Noto needs a takedown. No stall warnings yet. Can't imagine stall calls are going to play a factor here. He's going to need to find his way to a takedown if he wants to win this match. Another level change from Noto. Good head hands here from Matt Ramos so far. 30 seconds to go now.
30 seconds remaining.
Picking up the pace a little bit is Noto, but Ramos centers up, holding position really well.
He's got to go now. He's got to get going. 20 seconds left. You got to start putting 2, 3 together. This is what you're kind of giving yourself only one chance. You got to be putting 1, 2, 3 together.
Short offense here. Now looking to roll through, and it's Ramos that catches him on his back, looking for the fall the last 9 seconds here. It was a desperation attempt there from Noto, and Ramos was ready for it. All but has him packed, and I think that's going to do it. Oh no, 4 near fall. I thought he'd put his hand down, but time expired. No pin.
What a great match for Ramos. Just like, man, couldn't.
The winner by a final count of 10-2.
You come in here, you just get the job done. That was awesome. Good job,
From
Matt
Purdue,
Ramos.
Matt Ramos.
Did some really good things in that match.
So it looks like we could have another new #1 at 125 pounds. I don't know who it's going to be.